Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready? Fight!
It's time for Effingham Hearts football on your home for local sports. 97.9 XFM. Let's go to the sidelines for pregame information.
Hello, everybody. It is a football Friday night, and it's a cold and a rainy and a windy night. Thankfully, the rain has stopped, but the cold and the wind has lingered, and I have a microphone to gauge some of the outside sounds because it was just too stinking cold to have the windows open. I guess I'm getting to be a wimp in my old age, but the windows are open a crack, and I figure I don't want to sound like Dustin after a couple of days.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I'm not going to let a little sore throat stand in the way of this football game because we got a good one on our hands tonight, Greg.
Oh, we've been looking toward this, I think, maybe since the season started. Taylorville at Effingham. Taylorville's undefeated. The Hearts lost their opener, very valiant performance, and have won 4 straight since then. Both teams are 2-0 in the Apollo, and these are old rivals. As long as I've done high school sports, Effingham has played Taylorville in a lot of things, particularly in football and basketball. And this promises to be a great thing for the Apollo Conference to have the Tornadoes back in the Apollo Conference. So Taylorville at Effingham, they are 5-0. The Hearts are 4-1. It's homecoming. Besides that, at Effingham High School, we'll be crowning the homecoming king and queen at halftime. Band's going to perform, and it's just sort of a lot of pageantry here with this one tonight, but bottom line is the football game.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, we've talked a lot about how Coach Mike McDonald doesn't really care for a lot of the distractions that come along with the homecoming game, but I think what you're going to find is that the football players are pretty focused on the task at hand because, as you mentioned, both of these teams are at the top of the Apollo Conference. This is one of the 2 most important games that are going to happen in this league all season, so you got to be focused and dialed in.
One more thing for Effingham to think about, although maybe not as much as those other 2 things. If the Hearts win tonight, they're playoff eligible. That's
true. At 4-1, they can get that win, get to the 5 wins that you need to get into the playoffs. 5 wins don't guarantee a playoff berth, but they sure that sure seems to be the way it works most of the time. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a big deal for Effingham tonight for just a lot of different reasons.
Absolutely. I'm Greg Sapp. That's Dustin White. Brian's back at the studios. He's amazing as usual, and he'll be taking care of things back there, getting us scores from the sports desk and keeping us up to date. Big news regarding junior high state tournament baseball. We'll be talking about that and more. It's a busy pregame show. We'll get back to it. It's Taylorville at Effingham here on a football Friday night on 97.9 XFM.
The offensive starters for your Effingham Flaming Hearts. At 1 tight end, number 85, Noah Lohman. The other tight end, number 88, Carter Hayes. At 1 tackle, number 68, Cole Moran. The other tackle, number 62, Wyatt Cayley. At 1 guard, number 72, Evan Boggs. The other guard, number 50, Griffin Page. At center, number 60, Grant Bigish. At quarterback, number 12, Kevin Doherty. At fullback, number 21, Travis Durbin. The up back, number 35, Billy Arndt. And at halfback, number 32, Zach Miller. Won the coin toss, and as Kurt in the second half, he will be kicking off and defending the north goal.
Here's who starts for the Hearts on the skill positions. Kevin Doherty's the Hearts quarterback. Zach Miller, Billy Arndt, and Travis Durbin will carry the football also, and Drew Vasquez as well. Michael Carey is the kicker and the punter. He's been a busy lad this year. Along that vaunted offensive line, Brent Peggish is the center. Evan Boggs and Griffin Page are your guards. Cole Moran and Wyatt Cayley at the tackles, and Noah Lohman and Carter Hayes at the ends. As far as the secondary for this Effingham team, that includes as far as the defense, as far as the secondary, that includes Michael Carey and Kevin Doherty at the corners. The outside linebackers are Zach Miller and Joe Neiman. The inside linebackers are Griffin Page and Travis Durbin, and the free safety is Drew Vasquez. Along the defensive line, it's Wyatt Cayley, Cole Moran, Billy Arndt, and Carter Hayes. So those are the guys we're going to talk about, but there has more and more through the course of the season, Dustin, been some free substitution, and we get a chance to talk about a lot of kids. I was going through the cumulative tackles for this Hearts team, and they're pretty well spread out, and that's kind of nice to see.
Well, and it's also been nice that Effingham's been able to, they've beaten some teams pretty handily the last few weeks, and they've been able to get some other kids in and get some varsity action towards the end of those blowout victories. So that's always good to see some kids get on the varsity playing field, as sophomores and juniors.
Michael Carey's ready to kick again. We'll be against the wind here in the first quarter. Kick from the 40. Good to have you with us on a football Friday night. It goes straight up the chute, and Taylorville could have pretty good field position. It's outside the 25, but a nice stop. Griffin Page, among others, in there on the tackle. And who else is in there for the Hearts? Give credit to Carter Kistler. He got in there and helped on that stop. And a very short return, as it turns out. They'd taken the ball just maybe the 27-yard line, and only about 3 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for Taylorville at their 30-yard line.
Yeah, you thought that was a pretty short kick by Michael Carey's standards, and you thought maybe it'd give Taylorville some pretty good field position, but they weren't able to do a whole lot with it. Tanner
Champley is the Taylorville quarterback. He's thrown for close to 1,000 yards this season and is also one of their leading runners. He hands off here, and Taylorville comes to the near side, and the Hearts stand him up after maybe 4 yards. And a lot of battling there. Ball carrier that time was not who I expected. Sid Wright, a senior, who I saw carry the football. Their leading ball carriers have been Bo Bushin, and then Champley carries for a lot of yards. So a gain to the 35, a gain of 5, and it's 2nd and 5. Just underway here at Klosterman Field in Effingham. From the shotgun, there's the snap, and it's through the hands of the quarterback. He manages to stay on his feet, but he is deep in territory. The Hearts almost had him, and they try to almost take him down again. There's a nice block. Griffin Page had a shot at it. He eventually runs out of bounds, and it turns out of all that, it looks like Taylorville's going to lose yardage on this play.
Could have been a whole lot worse, though. That bad snap and the ensuing run took him at least 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and Champley was able to recover quite a bit of that, but still back behind the 30, it looks like.
Run out of bounds at the 29, so a loss of 6. Again, from the shotgun, he had it go through his hands, and then it got worse. And there's a pass out in the flats, and it's caught and dropped. So that's an incompletion. Jack Paisley was the man out here in the flats, tried to make the catch, and it's right off his hands. Tell you what, there haven't been too many practices this season when it's been this cold either.
No, I mean, it was below 50 degrees just whenever we arrived at the high school tonight, and it's only going to get cooler. You're right, these are conditions that probably neither team is particularly familiar with.
So that brings up a 4th and 11. Taylorville kicking with the wind here on this punt. Hunter steps back to about the 15-yard line. Low snap, but he gets it and gets it away, and it's down the middle of the field, and the Hearts could have a nice return here. Vasquez takes it outside the 40, goes to midfield, comes to the near side. They run him out of bounds inside Taylorville's 45-yard line, and the Hearts are going to have really good field position to start their first drive of the night. Good job by Drew. Caught it around the 35, Dustin?
Yeah, just short of the 35, about 34-yard line, and gets it all the way on the other side of midfield. So an excellent return.
Be first down for the Hearts at Taylorville's 43-yard line. That's how you like to start a drive and start a night. Boy, whoever gets first blood in the night like this is going to be in the driver's seat. Kevin Doherty goes up under center on 1st and 10. Of course, Zach Miller gets the handoff. He's still on his feet, but he lost it. Taylorville got up there and got him. And I'll tell you, he's not going to be able to accelerate like usual because of the uncertain footing. As it is, Taylorville's going to have a better shot at him. He gets it to the 41, so a gain of 2, and it's 2nd and 8. Zach needs to get 32 yards to get to 1,000. He now needs 30. 2nd and 8. Doherty, the up back, that time on his feet and near a first down is Travis Durbin. He gets it inside the 35-yard line. I think they're going to score it right on the 35. Nope, call it the 34. From the 41 to the 34, gain of 7, and we are just shy of a first down. So 3rd down and less than a yard to go, just inside Taylorville's 34-yard line. Doherty up under center. There's the snap. It's the up back again, and driving and diving and getting to the 30-yard line almost, in a Hearts first down. Let's see who gets out of the scrum there. As I guess it was Durbin again. Travis took the ball again. He gets it to the 31-yard line. Gain of 3. They only needed 1, and it's a Hearts first down. Hearts keeping it on the ground. Again, it's a very wet track. No rain anymore. The rain's done. But, boy, it's wet and cold and windy. Doherty staying under center. Deep back Miller. Zach's got a head of steam up, and he gets inside the 25 before they trip him up. So a good gain on first down.
Thought he might break that one out a little bit better than he did, but still a nice big chunky yardage on first down. Really opens up the options on their second down play here.
From the 31 to the 23, a gain of 8, and that'll make it 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2 for the Hearts at the 23. This drive started at Taylorville's 43-yard line. Taylorville had to punt. Hearts' first bite at the apple here. Doherty stays up under center as he has throughout the drive. There's a pitch play to Miller. Zach tucks it in, finds a hole, turns it up, and got it inside the 20 on this drive. And again, that should be enough for a Hearts first down. Not going to depend on the spot here, though.
Yeah,
there's the signal.
Yeah, put it just inside the 20 there, maybe right on the 20. I'm not 100% sure.
They're having to wipe the ball down, so it's taking a little time to get it spotted. So that's why it's taken us a little time to get it spotted. To the 19, Dustin, from the 23 to the 19, a gain of 4, and that's enough for another first down. So second first down on the drive, 8:50 to go in the opening quarter. No score, Hearts' first possession of the night. In the eye, deep back, Miller coming to the near side, get him a block. There's the block. Nice job by Durbin. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Hearts at the 3-yard line. Travis Durbin got out there and kicked out that man that was trying to make the stop, as pretty as you please. And that let Miller get the ball to the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 19, Dustin, to the 3, a gain of 16 yards. And it's 1st and goal to go at the Taylorville 3-yard line.
Yeah, good blocking on the outs on the left edge there for the Hearts. And Miller did a good job of waiting for the blocks and then accelerating, hitting the spot, and just about able to punch that in.
So let's see what goes here. 1st and goal at the 3. Deep back Miller gets the handoff. He's looking. He's got a hole, and he got tripped up. Maybe no gain, maybe a yard loss. Nice job by Taylorville of staying home, and the Tornadoes got that stop in the person of Tucker May. And it'll stay at the 3, no gain. 2nd and goal at the 3. Just underway. Taylorville had to punt their first possession. Hearts have it 2nd and goal at Taylorville's 3-yard line, a drive that started at Taylorville's 43-yard line. Nice return by Vasquez helped set that up. And now a flag, and let's see what this is about. Probably not good news.
Before the snap,
to the Hearts.
Not a good deal.
Nope. My presumption is somebody lined up in the neutral zone or the clock expired. Nope, procedure penalty on the Hearts. So 5 yards, that'll bring it back to the 8, so it's still 2nd and goal, but now at the 8 instead of the 3. 7:50 to go in the opening quarter. Next week, can you imagine the last road game of the season is next week?
Only 4 of them this year. That was nice.
Yeah, go to Mattoon. That is crazy. I've said for years, football goes fast.
Not too far of a trip either, so that's always good.
All right, so now from the 8, it's 2nd and goal. There's the deep back Miller, and they've got him. In fact, they're going to get him for a loss. There are the whistles. They're going to spot it at about the 12, according to the side official. So that'll be a loss. Let's see whether it's the 11 or the 12, Dustin. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from outside the 10.
Normally in this situation, you're thinking, well, if Effingham can't punch it in, Michael Carey's a good kicker, you got a chance to put 3 points on the board. But with the field being muddy and footing being what it is, even that's going to be a little more challenging.
And the wind howling against him. I know it's short, but man. Durbin comes out. Vasquez comes in here on the near side. Now they're going to bring him over toward the middle of the. I'm going to send him over the right side. So it's 3rd and goal at the 11 now from the shotgun. Doherty looking to throw. Here they come. He gets the pass. It's complete to Arndt. Billy shy of the 10, though. Boy, it's going to become 4th and goal at about the same spot.
Yeah, there was nowhere for Billy to go. He caught that pass and had a Taylorville defender in his face as soon as he turned around. So just not a lot of opportunity to break anything open there.
So the ball stays at the 11-yard line, and it's 4th and goal. And let's see if they do indeed kick. Again, it would be against the wind. Ball would be spotted at about the 18-yard line, so we're looking a 28-yard field goal to try, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Michael Carey's on the field, and Kevin Doherty is the holder on these.
Given the way Effingham's defense played on his first possession, I have no problem with this. Even if you don't knock it down, Taylorville's got a long field to go, and you feel pretty good about the way your defense played the first time out.
Yeah, absolutely, want to get some points on the board. So 28-yard field goal attempt. Michael Carey, soccer-styles kicker. There's the placement. There's the kick. It's up, and it's plenty long, and it is plenty no good. Hit the upright. Plenty high.
Yeah, he had
plenty deep.
All the distance he needed, just not quite online.
So the Hearts come up empty. Ends up, the wind didn't help. Anyway, shanked it to the left like a lot of my golf shots. And so the Hearts will be coming up empty here. And Taylorville will get the ball. 1st and 10 to start a new drive at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, though, there's some positives to be taken from that. Up until that last set of downs, Effingham moved the ball pretty well. So I think they got to feel pretty good about that first possession, despite the fact that they came up empty in the scoring column.
Tanner Champley's thrown for over 900 yards this season. He decides to carry. This time he runs the football a lot. Nobody tackled him yet. He's got a first down, and he's down the far sideline, out near the 40-yard line before they finally run him out of bounds. So Tanner Champley shows why he's picked up big yardage this season. It's out across the 35 to the 38-yard line, an 18-yard gain, and it's a new set of downs for the Tornadoes.
Also, they were facing a long field, and all of a sudden, you take a big chunk of it out. That 18-yard pickup really swings the field position game a little bit.
This time they go shotgun. Tanner Champley's their quarterback. He hands it off up the middle. Not a lot doing, but they got 3 or 4 yards out of it. Out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And eventually peeling himself out of the mud was Bo Bushon, B-U-S-C-H-O-N. And it's a gain to the 42-yard line. So gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Aren't in on the stop for the Hearts. High snap on the shotgun. He's going to keep it, and he's out near midfield, very near the first down marker. Boy, this is going to maybe need the chains on this one. To the 48-yard line. From the 42 to the 48, a gain of 6, and it looks like they're going to be maybe a half a yard shy of a first down, Dustin.
Yeah, it did look like he was just a bit shy.
So 3rd and less than a yard here. Just shy of the 48-yard line. Champley again in the shotgun here. There's the snap. There's the handoff right up the gut, and they have the first down, and he's still on his feet into Effingham territory before they run him down. And that again was Bushon. A host of tacklers for Effingham. And again, you have to be careful. I'm trying to watch my side official to the 49, so they got 3 on it. From their 48 to Effingham's 49, and that's enough for a Taylorville first down. 4.5 to go in the opening quarter of the game. There's another handoff up the gut, and this time the Hearts stood it up. Nice job by the defense. Taylorville had gone up the middle several times, and the Hearts were waiting that time. And I believe it was, Bushon again. He hands the ball to the official. That's always helpful. Billy Arndt again in on the stop, and they're going to spot this one at the 48. So give him a yard, Dustin. And 2nd and 9. Cold and windy and wet, so a lot of ground game tonight. From the shotgun, Champley brings a man in motion. There's the handoff. He turns it upfield, and a decent gain, but now the Hearts stuff it, and there's a flag. So let's see what the flag's about. Flag came from the far side of the field, right about the point of impact. So let's see what this is about.
That was Sid Wright carrying the ball that time, so a little bit of a change of pace there for Taylorville after handing the ball to Bushon 3 times in a row, with Champley taking a couple carries as well in this possession.
It looks like it's going to go against the Tornadoes. Again, the flag was thrown right about the time of the tackle. So I got a little nervous about a face mask or something like that. They're talking with the Hearts, though, so it looks like it's going to be good news.
Yeah, they'll have a decision to make because it wasn't a big gain there.
It's a hold. So that'll be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul. So from the 48, he gained to the 40, to the let's see, they spotted at the 42, so that's back from the 48. So from the original line of scrimmage, they sent it back 10. So we're at the 43-yard line, actually. So I'm sorry, Dustin. They must have given him a yard. And then a 10-yard walk-off on the hold. So it's back to the 43, and that'll make it 2nd and 17 now. And here's the pass, and it's too high. They had to go with the 2nd and 17 to the pass, and the pass was way over the head of Sid Wright. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3:26 to go in the first quarter and brings up a 3rd and 17.
There's a little bit of a problem in the backfield on that passing play for Taylorville. His running back ran into him as he was trying to release that football, and it probably affected the accuracy a little bit there.
That is a problem. that will definitely cause you problems when your running back runs into your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that's I'm guessing that's not how they drew it up. Just throwing that out there.
3rd and 17. Taylorville's at their 43-yard line. Here again, a deep snap. Going to go for the downs across the middle. It's a wobbler. Oh, and it was caught and dropped. Boy, he just about pulled that one in, but he could not turn around and hang on to the football. The Hearts were waiting, but it was going to be enough for a first down, and he peels the turf out of his helmet. We'll tell you the intended receiver was Mike Buckles, and he came up empty there, so it's 4th and 17.
And then Buckles took a shot from Drew Vasquez at the end of that play, just for good measure. Well, so wasn't able to hold on, and then got rammed into the turf at the end.
That's Drew's territory out there in center field, so he's going to protect that. All right, so 4th and 17, and they are kicking with the wind. So let's see what kind of field position the Hearts end up with. Vasquez back now to receive. Long time. There's the snap. Here's the kick. It's high and it's deep, and he got it pretty good. It's going to be taken inside the 25. Vasquez decided to let it go, and Taylorville's going to tag it out at the 14-yard line. Drew evidently figured that he couldn't get it for sure, so he let it go by. I said Vasquez, and Travis Durbin was back there too for the Hearts. And they decided to let it go, and as a result, the Hearts are going to have not very good field position. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their 14-yard line.
So a couple pretty good punts for Sid Wright for Taylorville. His first one was a 38-yarder, and this one's going to be even better.
43.
Yeah, from the
43-yard line, or 43-yard punt. So the Hearts have it 1st and 10 at their 14, so a long way to go here. Up under center, the Hearts doing nothing fancy. He's loose, and he's got a big run going, and he's to the midfield stripe, and they thought they had him, and they don't. It's Travis Durbin, and he's off to the races, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Effingham. Travis Durbin, the up back, got up and ran a long way.
86 yards.
That is a touchdown for Effingham, and Effingham takes a 6-0 lead. It comes with 2:53 to go in the opening quarter. I always have to check whether it's Durbin or whether it's Billy Arndt. That time Travis came out of there. I saw him at lunch today. He was in the Manufacturing Day crowd out at the Keller Convention Center, and he told me he was all ready to play tonight, and he wasn't kidding me. So 6-0 Hearts on an 86-yard touchdown run by Travis Durbin. Michael Carey in for the extra point try from the hold of Mr. Kevin Doherty. And here comes the snap. The placement, the kick, it's up, it's end over end, and this one is good. Hearts take a 7-0 lead. 2:53 to go, opening quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
One play, 86 yards. It took 12 seconds. Travis Durbin took it to the house from the 14-yard line, so forget that bad field position.
Yeah, that's all right. It facilitates long runs like that, so I guess as long as they always run at 86 yards for a touchdown, no problem.
Michael Carey creeps up to the ball. Boy, you got to be careful with your feet, with your footing out there. Taking it about the 20, and there goes the Taylorville man down, and then down he goes again because he tried to get back up, which was not a good choice. The return man for Taylorville took it at about the 20, did move it out near the 25-yard line. The return man was, let me double check, Brandon Johnson. And he had waiting on him Blake White and also Carter Kistler. So Carter Kistler, second time we've mentioned him on special teams on a tackle. And the ball ends up at the 28-yard line. So from the 20, he returned it to the 28, and then he was met by a welcoming committee. So 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes at their 28-yard line. 2:48 to go in the first quarter to start this drive. Champley from the shotgun on 1st and 10. He hands it off and up the gut, and boy, the Hearts are having none of it. A very short gain, if any, and Effingham's just clogging the middle. That's where Taylorville's run, I think, every time they run. Bush on that time, and he is able to get to the 30 for a 2-yard gain.
I think it's a pretty important defensive possession for Effingham here. You've taken the lead in a very big game. Now, if you could get a 3-and-out, get the ball back, and put another drive together, I mean, that really has to have you feeling good.
Champley going to stay in the shotgun. There's a pitch play, and somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be. Even I noticed it, and the official threw the flag. So let's see what this is about. Yeah. That's an illegal procedure play. Something didn't look right from the get-go, and I saw Champley, the quarterback, clap his hands, so he knew something wasn't right either. So that's a 5-yard walk-off. That'll push it back to the 24-yard line. And that'll bring up a 2nd and about 13.
Kind of an interesting-looking play there before the whistle blew. Champley did a full 360 spin before he pitched that ball to the running back.
Still in the shotgun, although he doesn't go very deep on his shotgun. Here's the pass, and it is right through the hands of the receiver, but also through the hands of a Hearts defender, Jordan Coleman.
Yeah.
Is slapping his helmet right now, saying, "Oh, I could have had that."
Yeah, that was that definitely hit Coleman right in the hands. It's such close range, he didn't really have a chance to react, though.
There you go. So the incompletion stops the clock with 2:01 to go, brings up a 3rd and 13 situation. So far, so good for the Hearts.
Yeah, and Taylorville has not been able to get anything done in the passing game. Champley now 0 for 4 throwing the football.
There's a long way to go. 2:01 to go in the first quarter, but so far, so good for the Hearts. And let's see what Champley does here on 3rd and 13 from Taylorville's 24. Looking to throw, goes to the far side, and it's incomplete. Just about the time the receiver got there, Vasquez got there. The intended receiver that time was Cole Owens. He's a 6'2", 155-pound junior. Came up empty, and that makes it 4th and 13, and the Tornadoes looking to punt again.
Honestly, Owens was probably better off not catching that ball because he was at least 5 yards shy of the first down marker, and he was going to get blown up if he held on to it. So maybe just as well for him that it fell to the turf.
So 4th and 13, they are kicking with the wind, but the Hearts anticipating some pretty good field position. And Blake White's out there to return this time with Vasquez. So let's see what happens. Back at his 10 to punt this ball. It's trouble with the snap. He does get it away, kicks to the near side of the field, and the Hearts say get away from it, and it's going to end up in Taylorville Tornado territory. It never made it to midfield. It's at about the 49.5. I saw a Tornado kid try to slap it a couple of yards.
Yeah, it's kind of a sneaky little move right there. Smack it back towards midfield, but as it is, they're going to spot this at the Taylorville 49. So only a 24-yard punt that time for Sid Wright.
So 1st and 10, and again, the Hearts start in their opponent's territory. They did this their first possession. Then they had terrible field position, turned that into a touchdown, and now they have it 1st and 10 at Taylorville's 49 to start this drive. Up back gets the handoff. This time it's Billy Arndt. Look at that man get 5 yards out of that play. There was nothing, and he gets that ball inside the 45-yard line. Heck of a run by Billy Arndt from the 49 to the 44, a gain of 5, and it's 2nd and 5.
First carry of the game for Billy Arndt, and that's pretty much what you expect to see out of him, dragging defenders and getting a couple extra yards where you didn't think most kids would be able to get it done.
Arndt's come at you in waves on offense with that running game, and it's more than a team can handle usually. This time Zach Miller, spin move, might have got back to the line of scrimmage, might have got a yard. Boy, it can be tough sledding when you're acrobatic in your moves like Zach is. It's tough to make cuts. He does advance it to the 43. Well, actually, that's no gain, is it? I guess he got a yard.
Yeah, it looks like a yard.
There you go. 3rd and 4.
You might see those up-the-middle plays to your up-backs like Travis Durbin work out better for Effingham on a night like tonight when the conditions just don't necessarily suit Zach Miller's game quite as much.
Lined up in the eye again. Got the man in the slot there to Doherty's right. It's the deep back Miller again, picking his way through the problem, still on his feet. He's to the 35, near the 30. What was that you were saying?
Yeah. Hey, let's change subjects, though. That puts him over 1,000 for the season.
That does it. Zach came into the game 968 yards. That means he needs 32, and he just went over, 35?
Yeah, he was sitting at 27 before that carry. So what was the gain there?
Give him to the 31. So from the 43 to the 31, a gain of 12 yards, and that gives him 1,000 for the season.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive. Joins a long list of mighty talented running backs who've made 1,000 here at Effingham. Up back gets a handoff this time. I think that's Billy. Still on his feet. Look at him go. He's near the 25-yard line before they drive him back. And there's about 6 tornadoes after him. And a little slow getting off the turf here is one of the tornado running backs. And that ends the first quarter. And it's been a good one. Going quick all this ground game. After a quarter here at Effingham's Klosterman Field, it's Effingham 7, Taylorville nothing. Second quarter on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family. You can depend on us for all your health needs. Over 20 years of service to our community. Call 342-9393. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family.
Presenting the replica check here as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. We had told you in the past about the Carl Kerner Sports Spectacular that was played in September at the Effingham Country Club, and a total of $30,000 was raised both for the Effingham Sports Backers and for the St. Anthony Booster Club. That is a huge amount of money, and we're talking $600,000 that has been raised through the years now from that event. So thanks to Phil Kerner being here, and Paul, and thanks to Mark Mayhood and all the other guys who work hard on that tournament every year.
And think about how many kids' high school athletic experiences have been positively impacted by that kind of thing. It's pretty mind-blowing.
5 yards on that play, and it was Travis Durbin that carried that last play of the first quarter. And I believe the Hearts just now might have got enough for another first down, or they're really close to it, and they're just pushing it up the middle of the field. And coming out of the scrum that time's Durbin again.
Yep.
Travis got to the, maybe not quite as far as I'd thought. Call it the 21. Trying to get 22-yard line, gain of 4, so we need about a yard for a first down. Just into the second quarter, Hearts lead at 7-0 here on homecoming night at Effingham's Klosterman Field. Doherty faked the run, instead they give it up the gut, and he's still on his feet, and the Hearts have the first down, needless to say.
If the Taylorville defenders were half as confused as me on that play, then it was pretty successful.
That probably was Billy that time. And he's near the 15-yard line, maybe on the 15-yard line. So Arndt carries that time to the 15, gain of 7. That's enough for first down. 16, sorry, Dustin. Gain of 6 to the 16. But a new set of downs for the Hearts regardless. Doherty to the deep back. That's Zach Miller still on his feet, carrying 2 or 3 tacklers with him. He gets it inside the 15 and nearer the 10 before they finally take him down. So a good run on first down.
Yeah, that was some real tough running for Zach Miller there. Point of contact was behind the line of scrimmage, but he shook that off and managed to turn it into a positive play.
You know, you see Billy, and we do the Billy the Beast thing and all that, but you look at Zach Miller. His hobby is lift.
He's pretty well put together.
Well, I tell you,
no doubt about it.
They are tough to bring down. It is to the 12. That's a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and 6 as the Hearts driving for another score up the middle this time. And not a lot this time. Maybe nothing, in fact. As the Taylorville line, I believe, was waiting that time. Durbin has the football. And he might have got a yard to the 11.
Yeah, I think about 4 guys got off of him when that play was over with. So definitely probably not the most enjoyable carry of Durbin's night.
So give him a yard to the 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 5 for Effingham, knocking on the door. 10 minutes.
When you've got an 86-yard touchdown to your credit already, it's going to be hard to make anything your most enjoyable run of the evening.
Absolutely. Durbin's still in at the fullback spot. Doherty's going to throw. Pass is caught. It's near the 5-yard line. So something else there. They send Billy Arndt out as a receiver that time. Billy makes the grab at about the 6. So that's a 5-yard gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 5 at the 6. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about a yard to go.
It's actually Billy's 2nd catch, but the first one was for no gain. So Doherty 2 for 2 throwing the football here early on.
So we're at the 6-yard line of Taylorville. It's 4th and 1. I think this is just run Doherty in front of a whole bunch of help, and he does, and he does. And there's the first down. So not too complicated there. It's just smash mouth football. And the line helped Kevin to a first down. So it's 1st and goal to go. And the ball is spotted at the 5. Gain of 1, that's what they needed. So 1st and goal to go at the 5-yard line. It's already 7-0 Effingham, 9:10 to go in the second quarter. Both these teams have scored lots of points. We didn't expect that with the weather conditions as they are, and I think that's definitely to Effingham's favor.
Well, and not only that, but I think that it's fair to say that this is probably one of the tougher games on either team's schedule so far. So the opportunities to put that many points on the board just aren't there this time around.
Again, the Hearts are playoff eligible if they win this one tonight. 1st and goal at the 5. Doherty under center, going to the deep back. That's Zach Miller. Oh, somebody got around there for Taylorville, untouched, and takes him down for a loss.
We've seen that a couple times in these goal-to-go situations. They've really keyed in on Zach and been able to knock him down behind the line of scrimmage. So maybe a play calling adjustment that Effingham will make here sooner or later. Try. Obviously, Taylorville's doing something or seeing something that they know what's coming.
Parker Stokes, a sophomore, sneaked around there and made the stop and took him down at the 7. So a loss back to the 7, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. Doherty up under center. Fakes to handoff, going to throw, lobs it in there, and it is knocked away by Taylorville. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down. And good defense by the Tornadoes. They had sent Billy Arndt into the end zone, and it was swatted away by that's Carter Hayes. Carter Hayes was the intended receiver coming away from that end spot. And good job by Taylorville knocking away. So now it's 3rd and goal at the 7.
Taylorville player who knocked it to the turf, I thought maybe he might have had a chance to catch that football, but he was definitely in bat mode. He was taking a swing at it.
Denial. All right, let's see what happens. Doherty up under center. 3rd and goal at the 7. They gave it to the up back this time. There's a little bit of room in there, and he gets maybe inside the 5, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and goal to go. And Arndt carried that time, and we may be kicking again. Michael Carey on the field. This would be a shorter one than the first attempt, and it wasn't that it wasn't long enough the first time, it's just that he hooked it. So the line of scrimmage is the 5, so he got those 2 yards back, Dustin, on the carry. So that'll bring up a 4th and goal from the 5. They'll plant it at the 12, so it's a 22-yard field goal attempt. Again, Kevin Doherty, the holder. Michael Carey measures it off, and he'll try the 3-pointer here. And there's a flag, so somebody must have lined up offside. Dead ball foul. Let's see whose fault. Side judge blew that whistle really quickly. See what the referee tells us here.
Oh, boy, that's
offside on Taylorville.
Big call against Taylorville. Oh, that is rough.
Wow. So now it's half the distance.
And an automatic first down?
Nope.
No?
It's just half the distance.
Okay.
So now it's 4th and goal from about the 2.5.
I don't know why I was thinking.
In the pros, maybe.
Color me confused. Wouldn't be the first time.
So 4th down from about the 2.5 now. And we've got a whistle, and the Hearts want to talk it over. Timeout, Effingham. 6:39 to go, second quarter. It's homecoming night at EHS. Effingham 7, Taylorville nothing. Here on KJ 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this has been. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
Over now is half the distance, so they're inside the 3-yard line. So you want to be sure and get some points out of this one. We had it like this before and didn't score. So and then we did score on the long run, but boy, up close, we're going to go for it. Here we go.
Punch it in.
Hand off to the up back, and he is in. Touchdown, Effingham.
That's pretty easy.
Yes, sir. Nice run right up the gut, and was not to be denied. That big line makes so many nice holes, and Billy Arndt, good job by taking it up the gut. So Billy DeVeese scores from 2.5 yards out, and the Hearts move ahead 13-0. The score comes with 6:36 to go in the second.
I'm going to round up and call it a 3-yard touchdown.
I think that's fine. It was a 3 on the board. It was a 3 on the board. I say go for it. All right, they're going to try and kick for 1 now here.
It just sounds so much more impressive.
Yes,
3 yards as opposed to 2.5, right?
That's right. Nobody has a micrometer up here. We're good. All right, from Doherty's hold. Mr. Carey. Oh, somebody jumped for Taylorville, and there was contact, so then the whistle was blown. If the guy jumped back, we'd have been okay, but there was contact, so that's when the whistle came, and I'm pretty sure that it's Taylorville, but maybe not. Michael Carey is not looking like it is. No, he's moving the tee back. That's never a good sign. False start on the Hearts, so that's a 5-yard walk-off. So now they'll place the tee at the 15, so that's a 25-yard extra point.
That encroachment penalty against Taylorville comes up so huge. I mean, that's the difference between a field goal attempt and that easy touchdown for the Hearts.
So a 25-yard extra point try now. So this is legit. He's with the wind. There's the placement. The kick's up, and it is good. Yes, sir. End over end and almost out near the track. Nice extra point. 14-0 Effingham. 6:36 to go. Second quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
Good news from the West Coast. 6-1 Dodgers in the 5th, so Cardinal fans a little dismayed. Here's the kickoff. It's taken just outside the 30-yard line, and about the time the kid caught it, he got hit by 2 Hearts and ended up in a mud puddle outside the out of bounds. So nice work there as Jordan Coleman and Carter Hayes helped that man get refreshed.
Yeah, kind of a pop-up kick there. I don't know if that's what Carey was going for or not, but that was 81 James Murphy who caught that kick, and then he just got sent into the puddle on the sideline. I'm sure he's probably feeling a little chilly right about now.
Colder and wetter. First down at the 33. That's where Taylorville will set up here with 6:34 to go in the second quarter. Hearts lead at 14-0 now. That was a 14-play, 49-yard drive. Took 7:11 off the clock. The double reverse, and then they go back to the quarterback, and they're throwing for the downs, and they got a man waiting, and he catches it at the 30, and down he goes at the 25. Nice work by the Hearts cornerback, Michael Carey, to recover and get down and save a touchdown there. But there was no way that man should have been that open. By the way, that man man is number 84, Cole Owens. And it's a first down for Taylorville at the Hearts, 25-yard line.
Yeah, getting a little tricky there. Obviously, the Effingham DBs bid on the run fake there.
42-yard completion to the 25, and it's 1st and 10, and here's the snap, and there's the handoff, and it's right up the gut, and he's about the 20, so a good gain on first down. Sorry, Dustin. They huddled up in a hurry there. So a 5-yard gain, and coming out of the scrum is Bushin. Wyatt Cayley among those in on the stop. A 5-yard gain makes it 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line. Boy, that was a handoff and then a handoff, and then they pitched it back to the quarterback, and he threw the strike. And there's a pass out in the flats, short. Literally short. It never got to the receiver, and it drops incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 5:52 to go in the second quarter. Bring up a 3rd and 5 situation at the Hearts 20.
You kind of wonder if he ever had a very good grip on that football whenever he let it go. It just seemed like it never had anything off on it right out of the hand.
The officials have many jobs on this night. One of them includes wiping off the ball before every play. And it's planted right back at the 20-yard line. It's 3rd and 5 now, so let's see what the Tornadoes come up with at the Hearts 20. There's the handoff, and it's pretty much and hardly ever was handed off because the quarterback looked like he was hanging on too. Maybe it was not a good handoff. It's short of a first down. It is a gain of 3. I'm telling you, Champley was in there too. Champley and I think Bushon both had the football, or at least the handoff was not secure enough that he wanted to let go in a hurry.
It looked like he might have just got his hand stuck in there.
3-yard gain to the 17, so it's 4th and 2 at the Hearts 17-yard line, and Taylorville's looking to the sidelines, and they get the play, and the clock's down to 13, so still plenty of time on the play clock. From the shotgun, Champley, again the ball at the Hearts 17-yard line. There's the handoff up the gut, and it's going to be very close, and I think he might have the first down. It's inside the 15-yard line, and I think that should be enough, and there is the indication because the line of scrimmage was the 25. They'll score it at the 13-yard line, 14-yard line, they tell me. Gain of 3, and that's enough for first down. So a first down for the Tornadoes, and they can reload here at Effingham's 14-yard line. Again, it was a 14-play, 49-yard drive. Took 7:11 off the clock that the Hearts scored that last time. Here's a handoff up the middle to Bushon, and he's inside the 10. And a good gain on first down. Call it the 9, Dustin. Gain of 5 from the 14 to the 9, and it's 2nd and 5, and they're inside the Hearts 10-yard line. 4.5 to go before halftime. We'll introduce the homecoming queen and king. They'll get crowned here. All the stats and scoring. It'll be a busy halftime show. And an extended halftime show, I might add. There's the handoff. Champley's going to keep, and he goes up the middle. He's inside the 5-yard line before they trip him up, and that should be enough for another first down.
Yeah, the fake to Bushon there, and then he ended up keeping it himself and got a nice little gap there to dive in, and it does look like they're going to take down the markers, so first and goal situation. 4-yard
line, Dustin, from the 9 to the 4, gain of 5, and that's enough, and it's first and goal for Taylorville at the Hearts 3 now they call it. There's a scrum up the middle, and the Hearts shove it back so they don't score on first down. And that was Champley. Champley kept that time, and I think they'll indicate no gain. No gain, 2nd and goal at the 3. So Champley, the quarterback, kept that time. Again, he is one of their leading ball carriers this year. Champley on the season has 545 yards coming into this game, has kept it 68 times this year. So 2nd and goal still at the 3. Hearts lead at 14-0, but Taylorville knocking on the door here with 3.5 to go before halftime. There's the snap, the handoff, Bushon up the middle, and he is shy again. So that'll bring up another bite at the apple here for Taylorville.
It seemed like from here he had enough of the hole and enough momentum to push his way in there, but the Hearts stiffened up and stopped him at the 1, so a 3-yard gain.
Yep, to the 1-yard line. So it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Champley from the shotgun. There's the handoff. Nope, he kept, and he dives up and in for the score. Haven't seen that in a long time. He went up over the top and broke the plane Touchdown Taylorville comes with exactly 3 minutes to go before halftime, and that makes it a 14-6 ball game. I don't see much of that anymore. He just surged, hurdled himself up over the top, and got across the goal line for the score. So 14-6 as Taylorville's on the scoreboard here with 3 minutes before halftime. And they'll try the extra point now. Brandon Moody is their kicker, and he's been a busy lad this year. There's the snap, the placement. Eventually, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's a 14-7 football game. Again, 3 minutes to go before halftime. Back with the kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
On the board, the score comes with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. It concludes a 10-play, 67-yard drive, took 3:36 off the clock. Champley, the quarterback, took it up over the top from 1 yard out for the score. The kick was good, and that makes it a 14-7 game. So now a one-score game. Let's see what Taylorville does here on the kickoff. Not much, as it turns out. A floater. It hits about the 35. The Carts catch it on the bounce. Nice work by Carter Hayes to come up and make sure that ball didn't get away. Took it on the hop. Ends up at the 35-yard line. So decent field position for the Hearts to start this drive with 2:59 to go in the first half. Next week we go to Mattoon. Last road game of the regular season. That's crazy. 7 o'clock kickoff. You can hear it right where you're listening on your radio, your personal electronic device. Of course, Wayne's videotaping. Wayne turning into a Wayne-sickle up top, I'm sure. But he'll have all the video on the website later in the weekend. Doherty up under center on 1st and 10. Hand off to the deep back. That's Zach Miller. Ooh, nice hole. He is still stepping his way, and he gets that across a 45-yard line. Man, did he have a nice hole here on the near side and took full advantage of it.
And then picked his way through a couple of would-be tacklers once he got through that initial hole and added some yardage to the end of it, and it looks like it's going to be a first down.
From the 35 to the 47, a gain of 12, and it is indeed a new set of downs here for the Hearts. That's what you want to do, come right back after your opponent scores and get you a good drive going.
He kind of looked like one of those guys doing like a tire drill, you know, keeping those feet high and making sure he stepped in the right spot.
I like that. So a gain to the 47. Doherty stays up under center here on 1st and 10. Deep back, Zach Miller again. Cuts up the middle this time. He's into Taylorville territory. Lands at about the 49-yard line. Might give him to the 48, not 49. So from the 47 to the 49, or their 49, a gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. 2:22 to go before halftime. Again, we'll crown the homecoming king and queen. And maybe hear a little band music. Have a lot of stats, lots of scores, scoring for Brian. Handoff, up back. Billy the Beast, he's loose.
He's gone.
See ya. Billy the Beast. Touchdown, Effingham. It was just needing to be finalized. Holy cow, what a hole. What a nice job by Billy of gaining a lot of speed, and he took it to the house, and just like that, the Hearts come right back after Taylorville scores to post one of their own, and the Hearts are back up 20-7. Score comes with exactly 2 minutes to go before halftime. So they started the drive with 3 minutes to go. 1 minute later, happy red-shirted players. So 20-7 the score. Carries out to try the extra point. Excuse me. Hearts looking to go 5-1, be their 5th win in a row, and would make them playoff eligible. Not necessarily in, but eligible.
And put them in the driver's seat for the conference title as well.
That's the best. That's the best part. Here's the placement. Kick is up, and it's plenty long and plenty good. 21-7 Hearts. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
65 yards, 1 minute. And the Hearts are back up by 2 touchdowns. Nice 49-yard run right up the gut by Billy Arndt. Kick by Carey is good, and it's 21-6 Effingham. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Boy, that was so nice to come right back after Taylorville scored with one of your own. Good, deep kick by Michael Carey, but it's going to go out of bounds. Yeah. So they'll bring it back out to the 35, and that's where they'll start the drive.
Yeah, Billy Arndt has gotten in the end zone the last 2 times he's touched the football, so that's always a good thing. And Effingham really has been able to bust open those big plays. If you remember, Travis Durbin had an 86-yard touchdown run as well. So the big plays have killed Taylorville so far.
Well, you know, Zach Miller's had a phenomenal year, and he went over 1,000 yards rushing for the season in this game. But right now, I believe he's third leading ground gainer after Travis Durbin had that big run for the touchdown, and Billy had that one. So nice to see you got a lot of weapons on this team. Champley about lost the snap. He now rolls to the far side, throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Almost picked. Holy cow. Just about we had a pick there. Kevin Doherty had a good shot at it from that cornerback spot, but couldn't quite corral it. In fact, he had a better shot at it than the Taylorville kid.
Just to elaborate on that point, Greg, Travis Durbin, 108 yards on 7 carries. Billy Arndt, 63 yards on 4 carries. Zach Miller, 57 yards on 12 carries.
I love that. A lot of weapons. Can't defend everybody. That's why the Hearts are playing so well. Looking to go to 5-1 on a 5-game win streak with a win here tonight. Champley from the shotgun on 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking across the middle of the field this time. Here come the Hearts. Carter Hayes knocking on the door. Couldn't quite get there. Pass is out of bounds, or is it inbounds? Did he catch that ball? It's near the Hearts' 40-yard line. It does fall incomplete. Holy cow, I thought he caught that thing for a minute. But
he may have. I'm not sure, but he was out of bounds.
Regardless, okay, wouldn't have counted either way. All right, so that brings up a 3rd and 10. Stops the clock with 1:44, by the way, and now the Hearts may get the ball back. Hearts have 2 of their timeouts left.
Yeah, that's the problem for Taylorville, throwing the football and not completing either one of these. It's basically taking no time off the clock, just 16 seconds taken off the clock here.
And they're throwing against the wind, so all kinds of things. And now here's a whistle just about the time of the snap.
I think we may have a timeout. Yep, Taylorville called timeout.
Timeout, Tornadoes. 1:42 to go, 2nd quarter. Back in a minute. It's homecoming at Effingham High School, and the Hearts lead at 21-7 here on 97.9 XFM.
Martin's IGA Plus, where shopping is a pleasure.
Throw across the middle, it is complete. He'll pass just over the top. Nothing fancy and a little bit of a gain. Bush on the receiver, running out of that running back spot, just ran out about 5 yards and caught the pass. It's complete to the 39-yard line. So that'll make it 4th down and 6. I guess if I'm being really generous. Yeah, gain of 4 to the 39. So it's 4th down and 6, and now Taylorville's got to decide, okay, how are we going to approach this? We're punting against the wind. It's 4th and 6. We're down 2 touchdowns. Not many good options here.
Yeah, and Effingham quickly gets timeout to preserve as much of that clock as possible and, force Taylorville into that decision, of course.
We'll have a lot of scores at halftime and keep you up to date on that. The other Apollo matchups tonight, as that guy read about in the pregame show, Mattoon's at Salem, Mount Zion's at Charleston, so you would presume that the M's will win. Well, stay tuned for that at halftime. Brian will have all the scores he can find. 4th and 6 is the situation for Taylorville. They are at their 39-yard line, and the Hearts could get really nice field position here as he's kicking against the wind. Moody kicks all for Taylorville. Good boot, as it turns out. It hits just outside the 35-yard line, and it's finally covered up at the 34. So a nice boot, all things considered, Dustin, against the wind.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. That's going to be spotted.
Scored at the 34.
At the 34, so that's going to be 27 yards. That's not too bad, all things considered. And the big thing for Effingham, though, is they still have a minute 25 to play with here. So, if you could get a big play here somewhere, it's a fair amount of time to get the ball down the field.
In case you forgot, it took them a minute to score their last possession, and there's a minute 25 to go before halftime. Lane Koenig's out there. Noah Lohman comes out, so the Hearts switch as far as receivers. Lane split out way wide to the left. We're going left to right if you're a Hearts fan right now, looking at your personal listening device. Pass out here in the flats, caught by Arndt. Billy's still on his feet out to near the 40-yard line. Hearts have one timeout left here and about a minute 15 to go before halftime. So the pass complete from the 34, good to the 39, gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 5. Hearts lead at 21-7. Nice, put some icing on the cake here before halftime. Doherty from the shotgun now, man lined up beside him. There's the snap, and it's a pass out in the middle, and a good gain here by Zach Miller. His first reception in a while. He's loose. He comes to the near side to the 40, and his feet went out from under him. Otherwise, he'd have got a whole lot more yardage. As it is, it's inside the Taylorville 40-yard line to the 37. So from Effingham's 39 to Taylorville's 37, that's a gain of 28 yards. 11 and 13. Am I right? 24 yards?
Yes.
24 yards, pardon me. To the 37, and we're going again. And Doherty's going to keep, and he gets decked. He might have got a yard. And the Hearts do burn their last time out here with 36 seconds to go. Not much there that time. Kevin didn't have anybody to throw to. He tried to run, and Taylorville was licking their chops. They take him down for no gain, as it turns out. Well, actually, he lost a yard back to the 38, so a 1-yard loss on that play. And the Hearts burn their last time out with 36 seconds left here before the half. Tell you what, Brian, let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30. 21-7 Hearts here at home on a Friday night on 97.9 XFM.
Choose from over 10 acres of new Chevrolets and Toyotas during our model year closeout, going on now. On special sale is the #1 selling car in America, Toyota Camry. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
Came with 36 seconds left here before halftime. The Hearts have a 2nd down and 9, as they did advance the ball a yard to the 36 of Taylorville. Hearts lead at 21-7, and boy, this would be a wonderful opportunity to punch one in here before the half.
Not only do that, but no, you get the football first in the second half.
Doherty from the shotgun. There's the snap. Here comes Taylorville. Down he goes. Back at the 45. Holy cow, he didn't have any time. Somebody shot the gap big time for Taylorville. Down goes Doherty back to the 45. So from the 38 back to the 45, a 7-yard loss on that sack of Kevin Doherty. And there are no timeouts, so the Hearts need to get something called here. Down to 15 seconds. And
a lot of confusion
down to 10 seconds. Now we finally got everybody lined up. Down to 7 seconds. They're going to give it to the up back. That's Billy Arndt, and he gets to the 40, and down he goes. And that's going to end the half. So that wasn't too pretty, but the Hearts up by 2 touchdowns, and that's the bottom line. Give him to the 40, Dustin, so a gain of 5, and that'll end the half. At the half, good news in Effingham town here on homecoming night at Klosterman Field. It's Effingham 21, Taylorville 7. Halftime show on the way. We'll give all the scoring and the scores, all the stats, and oh yeah, we're going to crown a homecoming king and queen. It's all on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
Cardinal fans, so the Dodgers blew a 6-1 lead, huh?
Yes, they did. They left Kershaw in to face Matt Carpenter with the bases loaded.
So it was this big matchup of these big star pitchers, and neither one of them did the job.
Well, yep. I guess that's kind of that's pretty much how.
Long and short of it. So Billy Arndt's the homecoming king. Jessica Miller is the homecoming queen. They are now officially crowned, and I know Wayne was busy getting all the due diligence on that. And the homecoming dance is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock right here at EHS.
And we waste no time. Taylorville players already out on the field. They're ready to go.
So are the Hearts. We're ready for the second half. Again, it's Effingham 21, Taylorville 7. Hearts scored their first possession. They've done a lot of that this year and then tacked on a couple of more. And what was cool was they came right back after Taylorville scored their touchdown to regain the 2-score lead, and that gives you a lot of hope for the second half.
One number I didn't have figured up when I gave the stats, Greg, Effingham time of possession 15 minutes and 5 seconds compared to Taylorville's 8:55 in the first half. So pretty one-sided possession story there.
Very good. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll into the second half again. Next week we go to Mattoon, the last road game of the regular season. Man, football goes fast. 7 o'clock next week at Gaines Field, and we'll have it for you right where you're listening tonight. There's the kickoff, and the Hearts do get the ball to start the second half, remember? And it's right through the hands of the intended return man, so another man has to go back, pick it up. He's still on his feet, and he's out across the 15-yard line. I'm not sure what happened, except the ball went right by the man who thought he had it. Is that Zach Miller? Yeah, Zach Miller had to pick it up. It went right through the hands of the Hearts' Nick Berger. And so Zach with his backup, and he recovers the ball and gets it out across the 15 to the 18-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 18-yard line.
Zach picked that one up at about the 2-yard line, so a 16-yard return kind of makes it a little bit more of a manageable situation, but still a pretty long field for the Hearts here.
All righty, let's see what happens. They're up 21-7. Doherty starts it up under center, and the handoff up the gut, and not a lot. Taylorville did a pretty good job of standing it up this first bite of the apple, and it must have been Arndt, the new king. And unless I saw Durbin come out of there, but he didn't have the football. So it must have been Durbin. I don't see Billy in the mix. So Durbin gets it in a yard gain to the 19, and it's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be harder and harder to tell, too, as the uniforms get muddier and muddier.
Doherty up under center again. Deep back, Miller's got it. Zach tries to stay on his feet and manages to get out across the 20. But it is tough sledding right in the middle part of the field now.
I was going to say, as field conditions deteriorate here, you could see both teams kind of grinding their gears and spinning their wheels a little bit, not a whole lot actually happening.
Call it the 21, a gain of 2 there for Miller. That'll make it 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 after the 2-yard gain there for Zach Miller. Of course, the Hearts will be content to just tra-la-la their way through the second half up by 2, but you don't want to lose your momentum in the process. So let's see what happens here on 3rd and 7. To the shotgun, Mr. Doherty. Good snap. Here's the handoff. Look at this hole on the near side. There's a flag, though. Miller gets it out near the 30-yard line. That would be just about enough for a first down, but let's see what the flag's about.
Frustrating thing if this flag goes against the Hearts is it's on the other side of the line, something that happened away from the play. I see the signal is the preliminary signal is holding, it looks like. So that's too bad because it looks like it wasn't part of the actual action of the play there.
So there's the hold. The flag's thrown at about the 23-yard line. So there would be, let me let them measure it out, and then we'll assess the damage. Line of scrimmage was the 21. 10-yard walk-off for a hold. It's back to the 15-yard line. So give him to the 25, Dustin, a 4-yard gain, and then the 10-yard walk-off for the hold. So that sends it back. That should bring up about a 3rd and 13. Yeah. 3rd and 13 now. So now they're really in a tough spot inside their own 15 and 3rd and a bundle. And now there's a whistle, and the official comes from the side. And let's see what's the story here. I didn't see a flag thrown. He just blew his whistle, so let's see what's up. He calls the other officials in.
Little conference right there between the two teams.
I'm not sure what this chat's about, but they bring all the officials in. Well, most of the officials are in the huddle. And right in the heart of the line, I don't know whether there was somebody doing some yapping or what the deal was, but the officials decide to nip it in the bud. Again, there's no flag thrown. So everybody's going back to their positions, and now we're in the play. 3rd and 13 for the Hearts at their own 15-yard line. So they desperately are looking to get this ball away from the goal line. They are with the wind in this third quarter, so a punt could maybe go deep. Doherty gets away. He's going to have to tuck it in and run with it. He's up the middle, and he gets it out near the 25-yard line, and now another late flag. Right at the end of the play, another flag in the backfield, and that's probably not good news.
Yeah, it's probably going to be another hold against the Hearts. Blocking the back.
Blocking the back. Yep, same deal. Same amount. And that flag's thrown way in the backfield, so let's see about where this is going to be assessed. Got a side official here at the 23-yard line. So they are still talking, and Taylorville says, yeah, we'll take it. I thought they might decline it and bring up fourth down.
Chance to back Effingham up that much closer to its goal line. No,
block in the back. They accept the penalty, the official tells me. And that'll be a 10-yard walk-off, and so the football is going to be back inside the 10 now. It's going to be 3rd and 23, I guess it would be, and the ball's at the 5-yard line. Holy moly. So now you got to make sure you get everything done just right here.
Yeah, now's the point where you probably just have to run it straight up the middle, make sure you get some sort of positive yardage, don't get thrown for a loss.
No fumble, please. Hand up the middle, and a pretty good gain out around the 15-yard line. And Arndt on the carry, and that's shy of a first down by a bundle, but at least he got it away from the goal line. That'll bring up fourth down. They're wiping off the football, getting the mud out of the laces, and now we're at the 14-yard line. So from the 5 to the 14, good gain for Billy of 9 yards, but the Hearts are still going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, Kevin Doherty back deep, going to be doing the kicking here.
Hearts have used him and Miller and Carey all three to punt this year. So Doherty lines it up at the 5. Boy, this is crucial. High snap, but he's got it, and he gets it away, and he punts it over here out of bounds. Not much of distance. It goes out at about the 35-yard line. So Taylorville is champing at the bit.
Yeah, they're going to have real good field position. We'll see exactly where that one gets spotted.
They'll call it the 34. Played the angle to the 34, Dustin. So he hit it from about the 5 to the 34, so 29-yard punt.
Yeah, no, the 29-yard line is where they're spotting it.
I'm sorry, it is the 29, not the 34. So 29-yard line is where Taylorville has it to start this drive at the Effingham 29-yard line. So they are champing at the bit, down 2 scores. And here's the handoff. No Champley kept, and the Hearts did a good job of staying home on that. He stays with the handoff almost a scarily long time, and then he kept it, and Champley takes it. In fact, there might have been maybe no gain.
Looks like they're going to put it right back there on the same line of scrimmage.
Yeah. I'm wondering about my yard marker on the side. Okay. So 2nd down and 9. From the 28. There's a pass across the middle and nothing. Boy, that was into heavy traffic. Champley stayed with the play, and I'm telling you, there were several red jerseys right there in the middle of that play, but it falls incomplete, stops the clock with 8:12 to go, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 3, and now it's not looking so good for the Tornadoes.
Yeah,
so they got 1 yard on that first play, and that brings up a 3rd and 9 on the incompletion. Ball is still at the 28 of Effingham. They're going to throw Champley to the sidelines. It is caught, and immediately the guy gets pasted. It's shy of the first down.
Yeah, that was Sid Wright who made the catch. It was a little high on his fingertips, so you had to take the time to corral it. And
nice
in that
hit.
Time, yeah, they were able to close on him.
Nice hit by Kevin Doherty. Came up from the cornerback spot over there on the far side of the field and takes him down, and he's about a yard shy of the first down. So give him 8 on the pass play, Dustin, because it was 3rd and 9. He gets 8, and it's 4th and 1, and here we go. 4th and 1, and now Champley stands up and checks at the sidelines to see what's going on. About 10 on the play clock. He gets back. He's going to shoot it from the shotgun here. He's at the 24-yard line. The ball's at the line of scrimmage is at the 21. They're going to run it. Champley is stood up. Take him down, and the Hearts are going to get the ball back.
That is a big, big stand right there. That is real impressive for the Hearts defense.
Arndt's in there. Who else is in the middle? Coleman came up to help from the side. And the Hearts hold, and it's Effingham football. It was 4th and 1, and the Hearts stood up the quarterback Champley, who tried to run for the extra yard and get the first down, and he comes up empty, and the Hearts get the football back 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wow, that is huge. What a nice stand by the Hearts defense.
Yeah, and I mean, given Taylorville a 29-yard field, you can't help but think that a score is imminent, but a big defensive step up for the Hearts there.
So 1st and 10 at the 20. Doherty up under center, running up the middle, and a good gain on first down for the Hearts to about the 25. You'll love to see him get that 4 and 5 and 6 yards on first down. And Durbin, I think, Travis Durbin, it's getting hard to see the 2 and the 1. Boy, he's been in the thick of it tonight. Spot of the football is at the 24-yard line, giving 4 from the 20 to the 24, and it's 2nd and 6. Doherty up under center here, and a flag from the sideline. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone, I suppose. And the Hearts are clapping this time. So that's going to give the Hearts 5. And that will be very close to another first down.
A lot of penalties here early on in the half. There were just 4 penalties between the two teams in the first half, and we've already seen 3 here in the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds of the second half.
So that moves it to just shy of a yard away from a first down, just shy of the 30-yard line. And there's the handoff to the up back, and they've got the first down and then some out near the 35-yard line. Durbin again on the carry. Travis having a good night tonight. They'll mark it at the 34-yard line, so from the 30 to the 34, gain of 4, and that's a new set of downs for the Hearts. Boy, what a goal line stand, or not goal line, but what a stand defensively there a minute ago.
Yeah, that's kind of a momentum shifter for sure, and Durbin gets up to 118 yards on his 10th carry there, so big night for Travis.
33-yard line, Dustin. Boy, it's tough to score him tonight, sorry. 33-yard line is but it is still enough for a first down. Doherty back up under center on 1st and 10. Zach Miller from the tailback spot from the near side gets it out across the 40 and very near another first down.
I think he's going to be just a bit shy, but a nice first down carry for Zach.
And more we're seeing that end zone get in the rear view mirror. Yeah, we got a Taylorville kid down. I've got Billy Arndt up here, and he's picking grass out of the opponent's face mask here, so it's one of those nights. Taylorville man still down. I can't see his number, so we won't speculate.
Definitely seeing less and less green between the hash marks on the field as play wears on, especially from the 30 to 30 or about maybe the 20 to 20 or so.
Taylorville player is Parker Stokes, that sophomore we talked about earlier tonight. He's up and walking off the field under his own power. That's some good news. Mr. Woltman made a point, the activity director here at Uniforty made a point of saying they seeded the place today. They're going to have the football team walk the length of the field after the game to get that aerated and get that seed planted. He says, we'll probably be back out there tomorrow doing some more seeding. So they're going to try and get this puppy ready to go. They're measuring, and the Hearts do have a first down by the length of the football. So the Arnold family back for the 50th or 60th year of being the chain gang, and they bring the chains out and then got it by the length of the football. So good work.
Yeah, they honestly spotted that one a little bit further down the field than I thought they were going to, but it ended up being at least half a football length into a first down. So a nice 10-yard carry for Zach Miller gets him up to 73 yards on 15 touches tonight. From the 33 to the 43, and a new set of downs for the Hearts, and we're down to 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Effingham leads Taylorville here at EHS 21-7. Up under center, Doherty on 1st and 10. Deep back, Mr. Miller. Zach Miller going to the far side. Got one man to beat, and now they wrap him up at about the 45. So I thought it was going to be a bigger gain. It turned out. As it is, he got 2 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8. And you're just wanting to keep the ball on the ground if you can and keep that clock rolling. Yeah, that's the important thing. A 2-score lead already, approaching the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. As much time as possible you can run off the clock. That is going to work to your favor as the game wears on. I got to wonder how many towels they're going through, waving that ball down every down. I don't know who's going to do the laundry tonight, but I don't envy them.
Down to 5:10 to go third quarter. Hearts lead at 21-7.
Do you really ever envy the person who has to do the laundry anyway? I mean,
no, because I know who does it at my place. Just shy of the 45-yard line. Doherty up under center. Here's the handoff to the up back, and nothing. Might have got a yard. Taylorville's pointing that the ball came loose, but they'd been blown dead long before that. Arndt to the 45. So that's another yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 8. Next week we go to Mattoon. Then it's back home for Mount Zion and Muhammad Seymour. That part of the schedule's unchanged. You know the drill here at the end of the year. Hearts could go to 5-1 with a win here tonight. They'd be playoff eligible, and they'd be 3-0 in the Apollo, and they would be the only team that's 3-0 in the Apollo.
Let's hope we can start thinking about where we might end up in Week 10. That would be a welcome change.
Doherty up under center on 3rd and 8 from the 45. Miller coming to the near side. He got loose from 1, fell forward for a couple of yards, made something out of nothing as he's done all year long. But it'll be 4th down.
It's been pretty tough sledding for Zach here in the second half. He has definitely had the Taylorville defense getting a hand on him pretty deep in the backfield. He still fought for some yardage, but not a lot of big plays so far.
2 more yards to the 47. It's 4th and 6. And the Hearts will look to be booting it out of here. Kevin Doherty kicking with the wind here. So he'll be looking to get some foot into this one now that he's got some distance away from the goal line. Taking his time. And more time. There's the snap. Right in his hands. Good kick this time, right down the middle. Hits at the 23 and now scoots out of bounds. So it hit at the 23 according to the Greg estimate here. Let's see how close I was to being on the button. Well, apparently not close enough. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 21. So there'll be 1st and 10 for Taylorville at their 21-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 47 of Effingham.
26-yard punt.
So 26-yarder, and 1st and 10 for Taylorville at their own 21-yard line. Down to 3:22 to go in this third quarter. Again, Effingham in front here on a homecoming Friday night, 21-7. And see Mr. Antonio Munoz, one of the homecoming court. He's my buddy. From the shotgun, Champley for Taylorville, looking to do some good here. Throws it out in the flats, and it's caught, and then immediately a tackle made. So it's a completion, but a very short gain. And Drew Vasquez came up, made the stop there for Effingham after that catch. And Dustin, did you catch the catcher?
That was Sid Wright, number 23, making the catch there for what looks like maybe just a yard.
It's been a busy lad tonight. I didn't have Sid Wright in my propaganda, and I have some kids that I haven't seen, so there might have been an injury in there somewhere. They faked the pass, or everybody was covered up, so he decides to run that time, and Champley gets it to the far sideline. And not much. Boy, the Hearts defense. And we've talked a lot about all the offense that Effingham's been able to produce, but my goodness, the defense has played well tonight.
Tonight and really all season. I mean, you look at the big point totals Effingham has put up, but they've held their opponents down pretty much on a week-to-week basis as well. So definitely a lot of good work being done on this side of the ball.
So it's a 25-yard line, and that brings up a 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6 for Taylorville at their own 25. Champley from the shotgun here. They need to get something going. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw again. Coming across the middle. It's high. Anybody's ball. It's intercepted. I knew it was coming. Blake White with a pick for the Hearts, and he gets it back to the Taylorville 35-yard line. I knew that was coming. When they throw it up like that, you could just see Blake licking his chops, and it landed right between the 2 and the 0. And the Hearts get the ball back, and it's deeper down the field than when they had to punt. So Effingham in great shape. Boy, that is a big, big turnover. Nice job by Blake White.
Yeah, he got that one on the Effingham 48, returned it to the 35, so about a 17-yard interception return for Blake White, setting up a nice short field for the Hearts, and the first turnover for either team tonight.
So with 1:58 to go in the third quarter, Effingham in front 21-7, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at Taylorville's 35-yard line. Holy cow. Let's see what happens here. And what happens is a penalty. Somebody jumped, or maybe they both jumped. Taylorville at this point not looking too happy.
They're certainly in a bad spot here. The third quarter is ticking away
here,
and they haven't mustered a first down yet.
Procedure penalty, and it's against Effingham, so it's a 5-yard walk-off on the Hearts. So back to the 40, and the Hearts will have a 1st and 15 now from their 40-yard line. Down to minute 58, as we said, in the third quarter. Hearts would be 5-1. This would be their 5th consecutive win after the opening loss down at Breeze. Remember Coach Mack saying at the time, that's the best we've ever played at Breeze. That kind of was a hint that maybe we'd have some fun this year. Handoff up the middle. Billy the Beast was pretty much stopped that time. Got a yard or two. From the 40, they'll mark it at the 30. Maybe more generous than I thought. 38. Gain of 2. So it's 2nd and 13. Again, the 5-yard walk-off on 1st and 10. They got 2 here, so it's 2nd and 13 for the Hearts at Taylorville's 38. Boy, you just want to keep the clock running, Dustin.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, definitely get this third quarter over with. Still with a 2-touchdown lead. Start feeling pretty good about where you're at.
Up under center. Here's the pitch to Miller. Get him a block, and they tried to hold it, and he's going to get a good gain out of it. To the 30 and inside the 30-yard line before they bring him down. Nice work as Travis Durbin. We've been talking about all the running he's done and all the yardage he's gained. That's a nice job of sealing another block that time. And Miller was able to swing that pitch play out here to the near side and got it inside the 30 to the 29. So from the 38 to the 29, a gain of 9. And that'll get the Hearts in pretty good shape. Now it's 3rd and 4.
Yeah, so Zach flirting with that century mark again. He's at 86 yards on 18 carries. Remember, he's gained over 200 yards the last 4 weeks. So not going to quite get there, but still having a pretty good game.
If he does, it's going to be something amazing.
It'll be pretty impressive fourth quarter.
Down to 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Here's a handoff to Miller right up the gut, and he puts his head down, and he gets it inside the 25-yard line, and that should be enough for a Hearts first down.
But meanwhile, Billy Arndt sitting at 80 yards and Travis Durbin at 117. The running game has obviously been going for Effingham tonight.
To the 23-yard line from the 29 to the 23, a gain of 6, and that's a new set of downs for the Hearts. 24 seconds left, so they'll run one more play, and that'll take care of the third quarter. Or they won't. They don't have to. They're kind of standing there like maybe we aren't going to run another play. So that's the end of the third quarter. And fourth quarter on the way in a minute. It's been Effingham's game tonight. Homecoming at EHS has been fun. After 3 at Klosterman Field, Effingham 21, Taylorville 7. Fourth quarter on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
We're ready to go for the fourth quarter of this ball game, and after 3, Effingham in front by a count of 21-7. Hearts looking to go to 5-1 on the season. Wow, that's been a long time coming for this ball club, and of course, in the background of everything, you keep thinking about, well, Coach Mack's last season. We don't mention it all the time, and he hates it when we mention it. So, or it doesn't hate, but he thinks there are other things we ought to be thinking about.
Too bad, because it's a pretty big deal.
Boy, you bet. New set of downs. It's at the 23-yard line. The Hearts run it up the middle, and they get it inside the 20 on first down. And coming out of the scrum there is, I think, Billy Arndt. Nope, it's Zach Miller again. So Zach gets it inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage was the 23, and it's 2nd and 6. And the Hearts wouldn't mind at all getting one more time across the goal line. Lead it by 2 touchdowns. One more would just about seal the deal now that we're into the fourth quarter. Just didn't know what to think about this one, and the Hearts have really controlled this game. Well, we had a couple of people move. I don't know what the deal was there. I thought I saw Kevin Doherty move at the quarterback spot. False start on the Hearts. 5-yard walk-off. So that'll push it back to the 24. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Stops the clock, too, with 11:16. So there was nothing good about that.
No.
Nothing good about it.
Rarely can you put a positive spin on the penalty against the home team.
You're ahead. It stops the clock, and there's just nothing good happened there. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 11 for the Hearts at Taylorville's 24. Doherty up under center. There's the snap. Gives it to the up back, and he's still on his feet, and he's inside the 20 and near the 15-yard line before they finally bring him down. And a nice run that time by Travis Durbin, and he's just had a heck of a night.
He sure has. He's got that 86-yard touchdown run to his credit, and that was another nice little gain for him.
To the 16, a gain of 8. That'll bring up a third about 4. Third and about 4. 3rd and 3, let's call it. So, ball now at the 16-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff up the gut, still on his feet, going to the far sideline near the 10. It's a first down for sure for Effingham. And the ball's inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Hearts. And I honestly don't know who came out of there that time.
Zach Miller was the ball carrier there, and he kicked that one out. A nice little cut to the outside to gain some extra yardage. That's going to put him over the century mark for the night.
That was certainly Zach's side of the field. They'll score it at the 8-yard line, so a gain of 8 to the 8-yard line, and 1st and goal to go for the Hearts at the Taylorville 8-yard line. 9:53 to go in the game.
I can understand it's a little hard to see these jerseys, Greg. It's a little muddy. Those numbers a little obfuscated by the mud collecting on them.
Obfuscated. Good word. Good word. I'll let you spell that later. Here's one up the middle. He's running everywhere. I think that's Durbin. I think he was looking for a hole, and the hole might have closed a little quicker than he'd hoped, and it's eventually Travis Durbin. Turn around, Travis. That's him. No, it's Miller. It's Zach Miller. It's 32, not 21. Oh, mercy.
Those jerseys obfuscated by mud because the middle of the field has been masticated.
That means you chewed on it. I know what that part.
Yes.
That means you chewed it up.
Very chewed up right now.
They got a 1-yard gain to the 7. It's 2nd and goal at the 7. Holy cow, working with a thesaurus. I can't even say it, much less spell it. Timeout here. That wasn't going well, so the Hearts call time. Timeout Effingham. 8:52 to go on this one at Klosterman Field. It's homecoming. Effingham 21, Taylorville 7 here on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
Hearts last made the playoffs in 2011, and they'd love to go back in Coach Mack's last season. So we'll see if they can continue to do business here. 2nd and goal at the Taylorville 7-yard line. Doherty up under center. He's going to throw. Looking to the far side, cross the middle. Caught, touchdown Effingham. That'll work.
Carter Hayes.
That was pretty. Nice throw from Kevin Doherty. Carter Hayes waiting in the back of the end zone. Pretty pass play, and the Hearts extend the lead to 27-7. Score comes with 8:47 left in the ball game. What a nice throw, nice catch. Got him right between the 8 and the 8. Carter Hayes for the touchdown. Michael Carey out for the extra point try here. I love that 3-touchdown lead. Thank you. And it comes with 8:47 left in the ball game. Mr. Doherty to hold. Michael Carey back, try that toe one more time here. High snap, he got it down. Nice work by Doherty. Kicks up and good. 28-7 Effingham. 8:47 left. Back with a kickoff in a minute here on 97.9 XFM. right, we're ready for the kickoff. That scoring drive, 8 plays, 65 yards, took 5:11 off the clock. Man, that's exactly what you wanted. Something that would kill a lot of clock, and then a pretty pass play from Kevin Doherty to Carter Hayes for 7 yards. Michael Carey's kick was good, and it's 28-7 Effingham. Kickoff went right up in the air, and it's taken by Taylorville. They returned it out near their 40-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop to start this drive.
Yeah, that was
and a late flag. Must be some yapping here.
There was definitely some extracurricular stuff happening there. I'm kind of surprised that the flag came in and it hit
one, two, three flags now, Dustin.
Yeah, well, a couple guys got tied up there, and they were getting after each other, and I'm guessing maybe some verbal exchange took place because they had split apart from each other, and then the flags came in.
Doherty's one of the captains for the Hearts team. He tried to keep his nose in there and find out what's the deal, and he goes back and tells the team, hey, we got a 3-touchdown lead, and there's 8:45 to go. Let's just take care of business and go home happy. The officials are still talking, 4 of them. One guy obviously has been excluded from the conversation. They're still talking. This is taking a long time. And here's the ruling. Let's see if we can pick this up here. Personal foul on the Hearts. Dead ball foul on Taylorville. So there you go.
Looks like we'll offset and
everybody's happy. They both were dead ball fouls, is the indication. Because the ball did not move, which would jibe with what we learned from our officiating friend after the Salem game last week. Okay, so there was harm, but no, and there was fouls, but no movement of the ball. Taylorville gets it 1st and 10 at their 39. That's where they set up shop, and Champley faked, and he carried, and he got it out across the 45-yard line. Good gain on 1st down. So from the 39, ball's advanced out to the 47, a gain of 8, and that'll make it 2nd and, 46. Gain of 7. Gain of 7 at the 46. Down to 8:20 to go. Hearts by 3 touchdowns. Champley from the shotgun right up the gut. Somebody ought to tackle that man. Good gain. 1st down for Taylorville. Nice run by Bouchon as Vasquez came up and headed him off. Blake White's also back there playing in the secondary. He made that nice interception earlier. It's still a gain for Bouchon, though, to Effingham's 41-yard line. So from the 46-41, 13-yard gain there for Bouchon, and a 1st down for Taylorville at the Hearts' 41-yard line. And quickly Champley shows a handoff, but there was no one there to hand it to, so he decided he'd carry. It was either the worst designed fake I've ever seen, or somebody didn't get where they were supposed to.
Bouchon fell down. That's what it was. He lost his footing.
Okay, that explains it. So a 2-yard gain for Champley to the 39.
Yeah, Champley did a pretty good job thinking quickly on his feet, and he realized that play was busted, took off, and made something out of nothing.
So Champley from the shotgun on 2nd and 8, and they run it up the gut, and Bouchon again. I'll have to admit, they're running with the wind, and they're down 3 touchdowns, and they're running the football. Well, I'm a little surprised they're not trying to throw here.
And they haven't been averse to throwing the ball. I mean, Champley has passed 14 times. Now, he did get picked off the last time he threw it, so maybe that's part of their apprehension there.
7:17 to go. The gain again was to the 37 that time. 2-yard gain for Bouchon. And now Champley's back to throw, and he throws across the middle, and it's caught. And it's complete to the Hearts' 25-yard line. That was Jack Paisley. We haven't seen much of him, but he made the catch there on a little wobbler across the middle. They'll mark it at the 25-yard line. So from the 37 to the 25, a gain of 12, and it is enough for 1st down for Taylorville. 7 minutes to go. Hearts lead at 28-7. Taylorville's driving, though. 1st and 10 at Effingham's 25-yard line. Champley from the shotgun. Handoff, no, he keeps. And he's taken down in a hurry as he's wrestled to the ground quickly by Mr. Carter Hayes, who we've been talking about him a lot lately. The gain for Champley to the 22, a gain of 3, and it's 2nd and 7. As they want to keep it on the ground, that's okay with me.
Yeah, that's fine. Clock ticking down below 6.5 minutes. I just don't know if Taylorville's got enough time.
From the shotgun, they run it up the gut here again. Bouchon inside the 20. And a whole host of Hearts are in there. There's Joe Neiman, had mentioned him tonight. Also coming up from the secondary is Travis Durbin. We've been talking about him plenty.
It'd be one thing to run the ball like this if Taylorville had shown some ability to break open big plays, but they haven't done it much tonight.
3 to the 19, and that'll make it 3rd and 4. Champley from the shotgun. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it, and he fell down. Lost his footing, and he's tagged out at the 20 by Carter Hayes. Carter Hayes, who looks like he's wearing number 32 now on the front, which is impossible because that's Zach Miller, but there's so much mud on him. Wow. Still 88 on the back, though. So it ends up being a yard loss back to the 20, and now it's 4th and 5. Obviously, they're going to go for it. But boy, they're running the ball here, and that's taking an awful lot of time off the clock and just what the Hearts want. Champley from the shotgun here. Ball's at the 20, 4th and 5. He's going to throw. Here come the Hearts. There's the throw. He's got a man, and it's caught down there, and there's a flag, and the pass is waved off, I think.
Michael Carey's going to get a pass interference penalty here.
Or it might be offensive pass interference.
He had his back to the play. I mean, I'm not saying I know for sure, but it didn't look good.
Let's just talk it over here.
That's the problem. Michael never had his head turned around, which is kind of why my gut reaction was to say that, but who knows?
All right. It's going to be marked off from the line of scrimmage. So it's half the distance, so that should take it to the 10. And that will be a first down. So pass interference, I never did see the official indication, but Dustin, I trust you. So half the distance, 10-yard penalty. Typically that's 15, but half the distance inside the 20. So it's 1st and goal to go for them now at the 10. Pitch play here to Bouchon, and he's got some room out here on the outside and gets it to about the 5 before Vasquez takes him down.
I thought he might be going to the house there, but he just did get tripped up inside the 5, or maybe right at the 5.
Well, I'm sorry, folks. We try to keep up to date on everything, but it is really getting muddy uniform time here. So it's a gain to the 5, so a gain of 5, and it's 2nd and 5 at the 5. Here's the run up the middle, and maybe nothing. Maybe they lost a yard. I think they may give him back to the 5, but it'll be 3rd down now as Bouchon came out of there. He's got 2 of his 32 obscured now, so
this would have been a great possession for Taylorville in the first half. I mean, they've run more than 4 minutes off the clock. They've run probably about a dozen plays, but this just isn't the time to be running a big, long drive like this.
Gave him a yard to the 4, Dustin, so it's 3rd down now. 3rd down. Champley from the shotgun hands it off, and they get an end around, and there's nothing. In fact, they might have barely got back to the line of scrimmage. The ball is carried that time by Mike Buckles. We've talked about him some tonight. In fact, he's no gain. Still at the 4, and now it's 4th down.
Creative,
and we've got a whistle timeout Taylorville. So the Tornadoes, who've let the clock run down to 3:58 and are still down 3 touchdowns, call time now. So back in 30, Brian, it's 28-7 Hearts here on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
3:58 to go in the ball game. Effingham leads it over Taylorville here 28-7, and I know I'm sounding critical of the decisions to run the football. It's certainly to Effingham's advantage that they're using up all this time, but we look at the stats that I have for their quarterback, and Tanner Champley's thrown the ball a lot this season, so that's what's confusing me. He's thrown for over 500 yards this year and like 9 touchdowns, so I'm a little confused at why they're not getting the ball down the field here when they're down 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if grip is an issue or if maybe he's nursing a sore arm or some sort of other injury, but he hasn't looked great throwing the football tonight, and maybe that's why they're hesitant to put it in the air. But when you're down 3 touchdowns, there were 8 minutes and 47 seconds left when they took this possession. Yep. I mean, they've moved the football, but they're also eating 5 minutes off the clock, and they still haven't gotten in the end zone yet.
Here we go, 4th down at the 4. Man in motion. There's the handoff to Champley. And there's the handoff, and he's got nothing. In fact, the loss. And the Hearts are going to get the football back, and now a late flag. And let's see what that's about. It came way after the play. Way after the play, the flag was thrown. So that ought to stand. Let's see what the penalty's about.
So that was Sid Wright, the ball carrier that time, and nothing doing for him. He hadn't touched the ball, since, at least as a running back, since very early in the game.
See if we can pick up what they say here, Dustin. Well, now he's going to go back and talk some. Up here we go. Sorry. On the Hearts? Holy moly, Taylorville's got a new set of downs. No, that's right. It came after the play. That'll be assessed later. So the way it works is, after the play, there was a dead ball personal foul. After the play had ended. So the Hearts get the ball. All that stands. It was 4th down. The play was over. Hearts gain it on downs. But then, in a dead ball situation, somebody for the Hearts was assessed a personal foul. So that's half the distance to the goal. And so it's a new set of downs.
At the 2-yard line.
Because the line of scrimmage was the 4. So it's assessed to the 2, and Effingham, and with their backs to the wall here, will start this drive at their own 2-yard line.
Luckily, we've seen Travis Durbin and Billy Arndt have a lot of luck running the football tonight, and that's the exact kind of play you're going to have to run here. And you don't want to get pushed back in your own end zone.
So a poor lifestyle choice, personal foul on the Hearts, and they've got it 1st and 10 at their own 2. Doherty up under center. Hand off to the up back to get it away from the goal line, and boy, they did, out near the 15-yard line. Nice run on 1st down. That is exactly what you'd hoped for. Travis Durbin has had a heck of a night tonight, out across the 10. So from the 2, they'll spot the football at the 12. That's a gain of 10. So let's see if it is exactly 10 or just approximately 10, whether he's got a new set of downs here.
Travis on the verge of leading Effingham's rushing attack for the first time this season. He's had some good games, but it looks like he may be the leading rusher for the first time this year.
It is 2nd down, gain of 9 on that play, Dustin. So a yard to go, and they run it up the gut again, and now they have the 1st down and then some as the ball's out near the 20. And that should just about seal the deal as the Hearts got that 1st down they needed, and it's Durbin again. Boy, he has been busy tonight. So Travis Durbin, who I can just almost still read his uniform number, gets it out to the 17-yard line. So that's another 5-yard gain, and that is enough for a 1st down. They just had a fraction of a yard to get for the 1st down, and they got 5 out of the deal. So down to 3:05 to go. Effingham in front 28-7. They're going to be alone atop the Apollo at 3-0. They'll be 5-1 on a 5-game win streak. A lot to like about this game tonight. Doherty to the deep back. That's Zach Miller going to the far side. Now he turns it up. Good gain going. He's still on his feet, and he's out across the 30-yard line by the time they finally take him down, and another 1st down for the Hearts. I might have been ambitious about the 30. Let's see about the spot. But it is enough for a 1st down. They're moving the sticks. And that's the name of the game there, and now they are going to spot it on the 30-yard line. So I think I dreamed that up. 17 to the 30, a gain of 13 yards, and a new set of downs for the Hearts with 2:45 to go. And all we're doing is deciding the final score now. So Doherty taking his time, checking the sidelines, nursing that, milking that clock, and the Hearts are going to come out of here 5-1, and it's a happy homecoming. We'll visit with Coach Mack and hopefully a couple of the kids and have all the scoring and stats and scores, so stay tuned for a busy post-game show. Not much here on 1st down. And coming out of the mess that time, I think, was it Zach or was it Billy? Boy, it's Zach Miller.
Yes.
Zach Miller. Line of scrimmage was the 30 and no gain. Basically 2nd and 10. And we're under 2 minutes to go. Hearts going to be a 3-touchdown winner on homecoming night. Make themselves playoff eligible with his 5th win of the season. headed to Mattoon next Friday night.
So if Taylorville wants to figure into this Apollo Conference title, they're going to have to get some help from Mount Zion in a couple weeks.
Exactly so. Deep back, Miller up the gut. Can't stay on his feet. There's just not enough footing. But he gets out across the 35-yard line. A good gain on first down for Zach to the 36-yard line. So from the 30 to the 36, a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a second and a third and 4, pardon me. And we're down to a minute 10 to go. Just deciding the final score now. Boy, they played well. Gosh, what a good performance. I think this answers any lingering questions about just how good this Effingham football team is.
Yeah, I mean, there were still some strength of schedule questions on Effingham's side of things, too. Taylorville hasn't played a lot of great teams, but Effingham, I think, has proved something tonight.
Doherty, deep back, Miller, Zach get wrangled down that time. But Bulldog and a steer. And a nice tackle, and Taylorville player got in the backfield, took Zach down. Nice. I like that. Zach taps him on the helmet. And we're down to 35 seconds to go. And it ends up at the 35-yard line, so a loss of 1. And with 24 seconds to go, Hearts are happy. Are we going to have to run one more? No, we are not going to have to run one more play. Down to 14 seconds left, and the show begins. But it's the post-game show. I don't know. It's kind of wet out there. I don't know whether we got any fireworks left or not. My guess is we do. Down to 2-1. There's the horn. Hearts a winner. On homecoming night, they hand the Taylorville Tornadoes their first loss of the season. They extend their win streak to 5. They are unbeaten and atop the Apollo Conference at 3-0. Final score, Effingham 28, Taylorville 7. We'll talk with Coach Mack and a couple of the boys. We'll also get the stats from Dustin, all the scores from Brian, and I'll recap the scoring. Post-game show on the way courtesy of the Hechts in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
So you want to go first. Why you got here first, Seal? It looks like you've been working or something, man.
A little bit.
Congratulations on a really good win.
Thank you.
I tell you what, I didn't know what to expect. They're undefeated, you hear all the hype and all of that, and you guys pretty much dominated the game tonight.
Well, I mean, we did what we always do. We play as a team. That's all it means.
You had the opportunity to score first. That's been big all season. You stopped them first, and then you got the ball back, and that's a great run by Travis.
Yeah. It's a lot of blocking, and they do a great job running and being patient with us.
Yeah, that's true too. You guys, I don't know whether we've given you enough credit. I've tried to give the line a lot of credit this year, but I think that you guys have done a wonderful job opening holes. And Zach and Billy and Travis and all of them have done a good job of hitting the hole.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard work, especially against players like this. I mean, every game we played, it's just work, but I mean, it's what we got to do.
Yeah. What were your expectations? I mean, it's homecoming. I know Coach always worries about the distractions and all that stuff. Was that a deal?
We talked about it, and Coach told us not to get to our heads, so we didn't. I mean, it's a game. We play with the team. That's all it means.
So you're undefeated atop the Apollo now. That's good. That's something special.
Yeah, it's. I think if we go the rest of the season, it'll be the first since 2007. I do believe.
There you go. And it also means you're playoff eligible because of that 5th win.
That almost brought me to tears, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It hit me.
That's a special thing. It's been a couple of years, so it'd be nice to get back, especially being Coach Mack's last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, he's done an amazing job all the years, and I think all the coaches and all the players, we just do what we have to do, and it's working.
What do you like best about football?
Be honest with my players, just my teammates. So that's probably the best thing for me. They're all my friends and my brothers.
Yeah, and I know you played a long time, and you've got a camaraderie. All you guys have played together all these years.
Yeah, you counting flag football 9 or 10 years together.
Yeah, and that's something for a young guy like you to have been together with those people that many years. It is like a family.
It is, very much.
And the season goes fast, doesn't it?
Oh, I can't even believe we're so far in.
I know. Last road game of the season next week. That's crazy.
Until playoffs.
Until playoffs. I like the way you phrase that. Good win. Congratulations, Wyatt.
Thank you.
Thanks for the visit. Appreciate getting a chance to visit with these seniors. They've done a good job coming up and visiting with us all through the season. And glad that Nick Berger can join us too. And I'll let him get saddled up and then we can fill in everything we need to know about Nick Berger. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like, it's been one of my dreams to be able to see a football, and I see that we're going far this year, and I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, now, I told Wyatt I didn't know what to expect. Taylorville's undefeated. They're coming in, and I know the battles we've had with them in other years. And I know it's been a few years since we've played them, since you were pretty young, but they're a tough ball club, and this is a good win.
Yeah, they were coming out. They were undefeated, and we were 4-1, and we were kind of getting ready for this game and mentally preparing for this because they were coming out and they just dropped out of their conference, I think, and dropped down to ours, and we didn't know what to expect. But whenever we came out, we played our ball game like we always do, and we showed them what we're made of.
Exactly, and I can't get past the fact that we score first. We usually do really well.
Yeah, I like that. Like on the sidelines, I don't play much, but it's still a great experience to see, being able to see a set of group of guys just work and work and work, and this is what we have to show for it this year.
I know you guys try to keep things game to game, week to week, but you can't help but look ahead. I mean, really, there's a big upside for this team now.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. Like, Taylorville was a big win. Next week, we'll go to Mount Toon, and I'm pretty sure we're going to bring the woods. We're gonna go show them what we're made of and play another ball game.
Yeah, that was an exciting game last year in that driving rain and all that mess.
Yeah,
it was crazy. So, a chance to do well there. When you think about it, what is it you like best about football?
I like when you're on the field, there's a sense that you get about like being on the sidelines. As much as I am and stuff like that, I understand that, and that's cool. Like, if somebody's better, then just put them out there. But I like being able to see everybody get their accomplishments and seeing big runs and seeing big people work together and as a group, as one, and not as individuals.
If people aren't a football player, if they aren't around football, they don't understand all the work, all the lifting, all the drills, all the repetition, all that. So you do look good on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And I guess that makes it that much more rewarding too.
Yeah, and coming out with a win makes it that much sweeter.
Yeah. Well, good luck next week. It's good to get a visit with you. Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
You bet. That's Nick Berger. Appreciate he and Wyatt Cayley coming up for post-game visits tonight. We'll saddle up Mike McDonald here for the post-game visit. You know, one of the fondest memories I have of high school football is all those games that Effingham and Taylorville have played for 1,000 years, and it's been a few years, and it's kind of nice to have them back.
Yeah.
And a convincing win tonight, Mike.
It was a bit surprising, you know, but there were some tense moments there. We come out third quarter and, you know, have about 20 million penalties there and stick us back, and then a bad punt, and but defensively we stepped it up tonight. And those guys on the other side, on that side of the ball, just played great. You know, we gave up the double reverse pass that set up their only score, but they still had to work for that score. And I was really proud of that, you know, that goal line stand there in the fourth quarter, which was huge. But, you know, those guys just play, you know, like Coach Venner said, you know, we just do what we do on defense. It's nothing fancy, but, you know, we're good enough to, you know, start from the inside out. And, you know, we knew Taylorville's, you know, they knew they were going to run some option at us, you know. And that always worries you because you just can't simulate that in practice, and obviously we don't run any type of option game. So we knew to stop option, you have to stop the first option, which is inside the fullback. And we did a tremendous job of that, especially the first half. They got a couple of runs, you know, in the fourth quarter there. But then, you know, when that wasn't there, then the second option is the quarterback. And to me and to us, he was their primary option, you know. So he's done a lot of things, both throwing and running the ball. So it was important to make sure we contained him, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that too. And our secondary continues to, you know, to work and get better. And, you know, we had another interception tonight, and I don't remember who had that.
Blake White. Blake White got it, that's right.
You know, and we've been working on a couple of different coverages, and with getting Blake involved, and, you know, that helped us last week. And you know, when we had one over there, I think Kevin may have had one that hit him between the 1 and the 2 that, you know, would have been nice to have too. But we just do what we do, and we let our athletes be athletes, and we have some very good athletes, and I think we proved that tonight. We've always thought we were, you know, a team to be reckoned with, and I don't think a lot of people outside of our little area here understand how good we can be. So hopefully we just keep working and keep pounding it and continue to get better and better every week.
It is tough to win the Apollo Conference for whoever wins it. And you're sitting atop the conference now, and so now you put yourself in the position where you want to be, and now if you take care of business, lots of good things can happen.
Right, and we're not going to get ahead of ourselves because we know we've got Mattoon next. Right. You know, Mattoon's handled us the last couple of years. They have some terrific athletes on that team. If any team that has, you know, good athletes, you know, they're at the top of the list from running back to quarterback to linebackers and so forth. So, you know, that's a team that we're going to have. We don't have a lot of film on them, but they have a lot of guys back from last year. Luckily, they don't have the Pilsen kid back.
Yeah, that's right. That is a good thing.
But you know, their other quarterback's not too bad. He's thrown for over 1,000 yards already this year. So, you know, we can't be getting ahead of ourselves. And I think with the senior leadership we have, and they just get better and better as far as leaders every week, and it's just a joy as a coach to be able to work with these kids and convince them to take our coaching, you know, and they do. And you know, that's the thing that's just so nice about every one of those kids. You know, I could probably go down the list almost every senior that how much they've improved, not just from the physical standpoint, but from their mental approach to the game and how to be leaders on the field and how to take coaching in those situations. And those are the things that we've really improved on from last year to this.
There are a lot of things to talk about. The defense really stood out tonight, but your offensive line throughout the season has done a wonderful job. And everybody gets focused on the backs except for coaches. But, you know, Zach's had such a wonderful year, went over 1,000 yards tonight. Billy's had a great year. Travis had a great night tonight. All those guys have contributed, but I love to see the big holes and then the kids hit them, and that's where the big gains result.
Well, and that's kind of how we've always done things. You know, Zach is just such a tremendous runner, and on a little bit better conditioned field, some of the cuts he usually makes, you know, he probably gets some more yardage tonight. But they were obviously going to take him away from us as much as they possibly could, and they were stacking the outside and outside our ends, and you know, so we said, okay, we're gonna run some stuff up the middle, and you know, it started with Travis busting that big play, and I tell you what, there isn't any kid in the state that runs any harder than him. A lot of times you think the thing is stopped, and all of a sudden his feet are still going, and you know, he just pops out of there, and he had just enough speed to pull away from the one kid and strength, and you know, that was huge. That was huge for us to jump on top, and Billy did the same thing. And on those plays, I said, Zach, you know, you're probably not going to get your touches and your yards tonight because they don't want you to, and that's a pretty good team over there. And what you got to keep doing is running hard when you get the ball, and you got to keep faking your butt off to draw those guys to you, so then we can make other big plays with other people.
Exactly. So you had Dustin. I'm just checking here. We had 3 guys 100 yards. We're really close.
Billy did not quite.
Billy didn't quite. Okay, but he was really close.
He was at 80.
That makes it tough for a team to know who to key on because you got people coming at you in waves.
Right. You know, that's always been a philosophy of mine. You know, a lot of teams can scheme and shut down one person. It's hard to scheme and shut down 3. And if you're hitting guys at different points, you know, in your offensive line, you got your offensive line working as hard as our guys do, then you know, you got to decide, pick your poison. You know, and stop this, then we're going to have to find that. And if you want to stop Zach, then we're going to have to give it to Travis and make that work, or give it to Billy and make that work, or play action pass and get a nice score, and get it to Carter in the end zone. All those things are just part of this offense, you know, and it's not a real fancy, like I said, it's not a fancy offense, you know, but I think it's something that nowadays people just don't see, and it's just hard to defend completely.
It was a great wrinkle, I thought, because I was like everybody else. We're running the ball, and then that pretty little pass from Kevin to Carter in the back of the end zone. That was really
And
nice.
Carter made a great adjustment on that. Usually it goes to the corner of the end zone, and their corner kind of anticipated it. Sorry about that. Anticipated him going to the corner, and he just made a nice little move, come back, found an open spot. Kevin found him, and so, you know, and Carter's another one of those individuals that, you know, his play on both sides of the ball has just been tremendous. And none of these guys have egos. You know, they don't care who carries the ball, who catches the ball, how many touches they got, but all they care about is playing as well as we can, giving that great effort on every play, and playing for each other out there.
Another salute to the defense, too, is when you see the tackle sheet every week, we've had years where we have kids with 12 and 15 tackles. This year, it's like 6 kids have 6. That's nice.
It is. You know, the other thing is, you know, when you're controlling the ball offensively and running a bunch of plays, your defense isn't on the field all that much to get those plays. I've always said, you know, I don't like seeing guys with 20 tackles. Because that means, you know, they're running 50, 60 plays for them to get that many tackles, and we don't want our defense out there that long. So, you know, and you know, the typical people that usually lead us in tackles are middle guys. You know, Travis has led us in tackles, you know, but he doesn't care. He's not leading the team in tackles. All he cares about is, you know, we're winning, we're playing well, and, you know, that young man is given everything and made some adjustments, and, you know, he doesn't have an ego. He just plays hard and gets after it.
Yep. One thing we haven't touched on is that is 5 wins, so now you're playoff eligible, and that's nice.
Yeah, although, you know, I've been there once before, where you get to that playoff eligible and then you get to the final date and you don't have the points. And, you know, you never want to leave it up to that. So, you know, we got one goal in mind now. You know, we're going to come out tomorrow morning, run a little bit, enjoy the homecoming dance, and then it's back to work. And we got to get Mattoon next week. And you know, that's our only goal. And we get to 6 next week. Now we know we're in, but obviously that's going to be a tall order going over there and playing. So, but it's, you know, it's nice. You know, we have more wins right now than we had all last year. So, you know, that's a goal we've accomplished already, and we just want to continue 1 week at a time getting after it.
It didn't appear to me that homecoming was too big a distraction. It looked like the team was pretty focused.
Well, like I said, and we had the worst situations, you know. I love all the homecoming hype, but, you know, they moved the parade to Wednesday, and it starts at 6 o'clock, and we got to cut practice short. And, you know, yesterday we practiced inside because the field was all sloppy. But, you know, you just can't deter these kids and what they've done, because they take all of that in stride. And they just say, okay, this is what we got to do to get ready for this week. And so we did, and we had a good week of practice. You know, all our kids, you know, we talked to our kids on Monday, and we said, you know, this is going to be the biggest test of the year. And we can't do some of the things we've been doing in practice, where some guys aren't paying attention over here, or they don't jump in and help us on the scout squad and things like that. It says everybody's got to be all in. And Coach Walker is just a great motivator. You know, I just love that man, because he says the things that I want to say, but I don't have the ability to get those out. And he is a great motivator for these kids. And he said, you know, if you really want this to be a successful season, even though we're 4-1 right now, but we haven't really accomplished anything yet. If we want in, everybody's got to be all in. And that means every second of every practice, you're doing what you're supposed to do to make everybody on this team better. And every one of the kids came up to the coaches, shook their hands, you know, and said, "Coach, I'm all in." And we had a great week of practice this week.
There you go. And a good win, a good, satisfying win. Congratulations, and we'll see you at Mattoon next week.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike. Hearts coach Mike McDonald. A satisfying win. That's my phrase tonight. As Effingham defeats Taylorville 28-7, your final. 5th win in a row for the Hearts. They're 3-0 in the top of the Apollo Conference, heading to Mattoon next Friday night.